Hey, this is for my Project 6 demonstration video. Okay, I think I finally got it working. So this is my website. As you can see, I changed the symbol from a dog to a Pac-Man, and then I named it random pet name generator. And oh, this is the setup to get it started. Cool. And as you can see, I have it running here on my PowerShell. So I set it up with my key, and everything's working correctly. And this is the code, and these are some changes I made. I suggested 6 names, and I added some placeholders to it. And then, but I suggested superhero names. So when I add it, it should give me like 4 really long names. I'll put horse, Thunder Hooves, the Mighty Steed, Noble. Yeah, so it gives it like a total of it's like 4 names, but it really long names. It's a cat, super cat, super fur, the mighty meow, whiskers, and then dog. Some super bark, super pup, dog, wonder, Spider-Man, and fish. I haven't set it for people yet. I only did it for animals, super fish, dog, wonder. Okay, cool. Let's see the criteria. So, see, change the code to generate 4 names. Okay, cool. Did that. Change the title. I'll name my pet to something more. Okay, did that too. And then, okay, change the picture. Yeah, so change that. I changed this, and then 4 names down there. It's good. Okay, let's move on to the game. Okay, so I worked on this with my friend Ron and a couple of other friends. So we all kind of contributed to this code. See if we can get it working. Cool. Let's see if it moves. Okay, it looks like it moves. Yeah. So once I get attacked by something, it should give me game over. Okay, oh, yeah, game over. Cool, so that's working perfectly. It should have some pigs in it. Oh, I know what I did. This. Start again. Okay. This here. Okay, so we changed the screen, but honestly, like the hard thing about this lab, oh, it died again. So the hard thing about this lab was it didn't come with like Pygame Zero didn't have it. So if I like show you right here. I'm not sure if we added everything correctly, but so this is the Pygame Zero resource pack. And then it didn't have it here in this list of what we needed. And we need right here. Big quiz, ask more questions, happy garden, big quiz or happy garden. Yeah, we didn't have, oh, I guess happy garden is happy garden is 10. Oh, I guess this is 10. Oh, that was confusing. It does have it. Okay, that's our bad then. Yeah, we got really confused. I guess the lab names were out of order. Um, no, maybe that. Maybe. Okay, cool. Oh no, it didn't have the Python code. That's what it didn't have. Yeah, it didn't have the Python code. Yeah, so we kind of made this code to get it working, essentially. And then let's say, more questions based on the color. More enemies, more rain and garden. Yeah, so we did this. So this works. More enemies, more rain. Yeah, but yeah, essentially it didn't really give us the code. So what we did was we found is it this one? Darn, where is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So we went to GitHub and we found this and we ended up fixing this code. Essentially with the help of chat GPT. We weren't sure we were doing it right. And I ended up adding these images because I didn't know that we had them. So we didn't have a Python code and we didn't have images. And let me double check that to see. So cleaning files, uh, number, cleaning files. Yeah, see, these are the Python code right there. Python code right there. Yeah, it gives us Python codes right there. If I have it, if it doesn't have it, red alert, red alert had it. Sleeping Dragons. Sleeping Dragons doesn't have it. Interesting. Yeah, that took us a while, but yeah, essentially we found it off of GitHub. And okay, I wanted to do okay, I wanted to do this one next. I move this. So I already ran did I run this already? I did run it, but maybe you have to run it again. This image. Okay, scan. Okay. Okay, cool. So if you look at this image right here, this is a cat right here, and it says right here, so this image belongs to a cat, so that's correct. And this image right here is a airplane. This image belongs to an airplane. And this image right here is a vehicle. This most, yep, belongs to a vehicle. And then this right here is Dreams cruise ship. And then this belongs to a ship. So yeah, the code's working. Essentially, last time I ran it, it gave me, I wanted to plot. It gave me, no, it didn't give me plots, but it gave me like, no, I guess this is how you run it. Yeah, I guess this is how it runs. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do everything else really quick. I think I did that. And then I wanted to do, okay, so this one, so I entered my key in here already. And I wanted to start this. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna ask it a question. What's a good name for a dog? Okay, cool. Yeah, so this works essentially. And I know you wanted to demo this, but I think it's gonna take too long. So engine model. And then I wrote a list of what these did, and I also screen capped it, so I'll send those in my report, in my README file. Essentially the engine, the name of the OpenAI language model to use for generating text. So this generates text, and then the prompt usually gives language models to generate from prompt from. And then the token is, if I decrease this or if I increase it, it increases the size of this. So like increases syntax size, number of words or number of punctuations depending on how it is. So if I make it bigger, then this will be bigger. If I make it smaller, then this will be smaller. And then N1 is like the number of completions it generates. So like in this case, I set it to 1, meaning that only 1 text completion will be generated. So I've set it to more, then more will be completed, and then stop. The stop sequence where the language model should stop generating the text. So I set it to none, meaning that the model will generate text until it reaches max token limit. So it doesn't really have like Like I can set it to stop before it reaches the max tilting limit, but it won't go over. And then the temperature is like the creativity of the text generation. Higher temperature results in more creative text, while lower temperature results in more predictable text. So that's how this works essentially. And I will try to provide pictures for that in my README file. So happy garden. And then, yeah, this is the original version that we got from that guy, but then we ended up fixing it and adding more stuff to it to kind of make it work. But the original version, it wasn't really working for us. And then this is what I wanted to highlight, and this honestly took me a while. I did make a separate video for this, but because, hold on, did I see it? Okay, yeah, for this, because I was running approximately 210 epochs, which would take about an hour. You know, I took a break, I came back, and it was done loading, but I just, you know, captured it, finished loading. I kind of missed when it would finish. So I'm just gonna run it again. I'm not gonna run all of it because that's kind of dumb and it'll take a really long time. Just to show you that it runs. And so I'm running it with a training batch of 60 at 110 epochs with a learning rate of 0.01, which is the standard learning rate for Atom RLU. And yeah, see it's running. I'm just gonna do maybe like 10 epochs, I guess, just to show. So it actually runs a lot faster because I have it set to so I set my own virtual environment within Miniconda, and then with that environment, I set it to following this website right here, which is kind of a genius, honestly. This saved me a lot of time. So yeah, this is the Linux Ubuntu version. I didn't do that. Maybe it would have been a lot faster, but this is fast enough. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm running off of my GPU, so it makes it a lot faster. And unfortunately, not a lot of students have this option, but I'm fortunate. So yeah, as you can see, it's taking seconds when opposed to taking minutes. Before I would run 110 epochs, it would take me like about six, you know, like 4 to 6 hours. Now I can do it in under an hour. And I don't want to run them all. I just kind of want to show that, hey, look, it's working. You know, I didn't change anything from this code. I kept it the same. And then I also worked on this with like a couple of friends, my friend Ronald and my friend Peter. So it you know, I came to your office hours. I started working on this like on Wednesday. It took me a long time, but I was finally able to hit 90% accuracy. And then what I do with that is I save the file. I think I have yeah, right here. And then this makes a file, and then I save that file right here, project 6, this one right here. And then I can implement that to right in here. And this is a generous code that the teacher gave us, or I guess you gave us. So I put it right here. And yeah, and it's able to like, you know, generate these images. So that's awesome. I'm so glad that works. But honestly, like having the GPU made a big difference because otherwise, like, you know, I just wouldn't have the time. I don't think I'd have the capability to finish testing. Yeah. And then while it's doing that, I can talk about how I made the changes to the website. Essentially this one right here. Yeah, I'll talk about how I made these changes. So I did that through right here. I go to my quick start Python. And then this is the code that will generate like um not the name. I mean, yeah, I guess the name too, but this code right here, which is this one right here, generates the what do you call it? The names. So how I'm able to generate the names, and I can suggest names, it like randomizes it. And then in order to change this and the random pet name generator. It's under templates. So if you click templates right here, and then you open this up, and then right here, I just changed random pet name generator, and I was able to change that. So that's pretty dope. Like I got that working. And then right here, I guess, hold on, if I click on this, do I have the dog? Yeah, here we go. File name right here, dog. And then that also, that's like the HTML file that'll essentially generate the website. I didn't know that until I took this class. And then these are my images. This is the original one. This is one I tried, but it was too small. I didn't really like the way it looked. And then this is the one I'm currently using. So I changed it to dog PNG so it would recognize it. Kind of like how you change actors in the pod game. I guess everything's kind of correlated together in that sense. Let's see, flower, yeah, actor flower, yeah. And then that would be here. I would go to drawing game images. Yeah, and I didn't know we had these images. I just re-downloaded it from that website. And I didn't add pig or any of it. No wonder it wasn't working correctly. Okay, let's try this again and see if I can. What if I take? Hold on. Let's do this one more time. Here. Again, resources. City drums, guns, files, images. We'll see. I'm gonna put these in here. Images. And now I think the pig's working. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it doesn't mess up because I am using my GPU right now to run this. I've already done 20. I'll probably end this soon, but just to show you that, hey, I got it working and I got it running. And I was able to hit like the 90% accuracy. Let's go into here. Changes. So the point is these are wilt and I should go over them with a watering can and be able to water them. I got saved. I actually kind of like this game. It's kind of interesting to work on. All right, different stuff. I have a 60% mini keyboard, so I don't really have a lot of buttons on here. It's like a tiny, tiny keyboard. So in order for me to move around, I have to hit like 3 buttons before I can hit the move arrow keys. And you can hit spacebar to water them. Oh crap. All right, that's actually kind of cool. I'm sorry, this is actually kind of fun. Sorry for the long explanation. Okay, so we're there wilt. Okay, so heater water, come on. Oh yeah, that's actually a pretty hard game, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that it works that way. Yeah, so honestly, it's my report. I guarantee you don't want to be here, even though this is now going really, really fast. Yeah, so it works. Like, I already recorded it and it took me like an hour of testing. I don't want to go back, just get the last few minutes. Yeah, this is working. This essentially is that. And then um certainly working thing. Oh, that's the test images. Yeah, test images also run off of GPU. Let's see, this is the one. Yeah. But that is so interesting. Honestly, this is so hard to do, but I got it in this specific environment, so it could just run. I could just run the GPU off of this. Okay, it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all in there. Cool. Exit. Okay, and then that's everything. Um, yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna close this off and then close that off. And then another thing I wanted to highlight is I'm also gonna include these. So this is the code. This is the code that we created together. And then these are test files. These are all the test codes I ran. I ran them at like, I had some that I ran at like 400 epoch. I had some that I ran at 600. But yeah, all done through GPU. So um, yeah, and essentially all of these were hitting 88 to 89%. But for some reason, this one I was able to get up to like 90, 91. I stopped it at, I think if I run like 400, I can get it to 91, maybe 92. But I stopped at 90, as you can see in my other video. Yeah, anyway, thank you for your time.